sail on to cruise. Oh, Mr. Porter, what a funny man you are.
Today, it being the 5th of October 2011, we have come in search for the site of the legendary lost station of Buggleskelly from the film Oh Mr. Porter. And we think at the moment, we're pretty sure we are walking, or we have walked, in line with the track. And the railway track would have been the other side of these bushes. So in theory, if that's true, we are now crossing and going across what would have been the railway track. It's all very overgrown, and as our search continues, we are going to be looking for and hoping to find a point of reference where we can be absolutely accurate and there won't be any doubt. It's really difficult to see at the moment because everything is so overgrown, but looking up through there, in theory, was where the track would have run. That would have been the track bed up there. A bit difficult to see because it's so overgrown. This is the other side of where we've just walked, and we're trying to find something, as I say, that will give us a clue, something that we can latch onto, that we can say that is definitely where the platform was, the station was, the signal box, anything at all. We're going to be talking to some local people, hopefully, if we can find some, and try and get some accurate information.
Buggleskelly Station was of course a fictional place created especially for the 1937 Will Hay film Oh Mr. Porter, in which the real station, that was Cliddesden Railway Station, was taken over by the film crew to create a place that has now become a legend in its own right, Buggleskelly.
For no reason. You mind your own business. I'm station master here, and if I want a train to stop, it stops. Hold the gate. Where's the wheel that opens that gate? Over there.
Sadly, there seems to be very little information available with regards to Cliddesden Station, but from what we can ascertain, it would appear that the film crew moved onto the property 5 years after it was officially closed to the public and built the ramshackle station that is seen in the film over the top of the original structure.
I suppose it makes sense that these telegraph lines would have run alongside the track, which would make sense. So behind those trees is where the track would have run, in that direction. We're thinking that these are one of the original posts that the annoying postman leans on when he's talking to Will Hay. You're wasting your time.
You're wasting your time. What's that? You're wasting your time. Well, what do you think you're doing there? Just watching you wasting your time. All right, well, you waste your time and I'll waste mine.
We're pretty confident that that was our first point of reference, the original post. I myself have been searching out television and filming locations for about 20 years, and in that time I have found literally hundreds of sites. Some locations still remain unchanged, while some are sadly long gone. But the one single and most important rule that I adhere to every single time I search for a location, whether it still exists or not, is to find a point of reference from which to start that will prove beyond any doubt that the location is genuine.
It's really nice when you're searching for something that was around so many years ago to find something that still remains, and this is rather nice to see the old original fence posts and the fence still running alongside what would have been the original railway. Another fence post there. There's some of the old original barbed wire, and as I say, it's probably one of these posts that the postman leaned up against And right along here, my son Joe noticed that the fence post up there is made from an original sleeper, and you can still see the holes drilled in it. So that's rather nice, probably made from one of the old original railway sleepers. But we're still yet to find the site of the original Buggleskelly station. We'll carry on searching. So we think this is where the track ran.
Pretty certain, as you can see, the sleepers there.
Yeah, another one there. Another sleeper, so... that would have been the run of track in theory then.
As our search progressed, we were learning more and more as we went on, and this, where we were looking now, was exactly where the track used to run, in a straight line, basically straight towards me and the camera.
And we'll get down off the fence, whoops, straight across here. Now this is where the track in theory ran straight through, and just under the surface it's interesting there that there's some original track ballast still there. And right along here, of course, you start finding all the clues. That line of trees apparently was in the film. Now I'm going to confirm that as we hopefully progress through the day and find out for sure, but I love the little things like this. I mean, we're not sure about how long these houses have been here. I imagine they're relatively new, but it's interesting seeing things like railway cottages and the fact that this is called Station Road. And apparently around the back of these houses is an original structure. Let's see if we can locate that in a little while.
It was only a matter of time before we actually stood right on the platform of Buggleskelly, but it was nice to know that we were in the right place by seeing all these little clues. This row of cottages stood on the appropriately named Station Road, and railway cottages and station house only confirmed what we'd hoped we knew already, that we were indeed in the right place. The first major discovery that we made was the fact that the site of Buggleskelly Station now lies on private land. And that could have scuppered our plans to actually see it for ourselves, but we were very, very fortunate in as far as the owners of the land allowed us into their garden so that we could see it up close. Now, you remember what I was saying earlier about being able to find a point of reference? Well, you see that little building above the boy's head up on the bank there, partially hidden by a tree? That was the old original pump house with the fan on top of it. And that's what it looked like then. And this is what it looks like now, still partially hidden by a tree. Isn't that fantastic? Of course, once we'd located that point of reference accurately, it was just a process of elimination to be able to pinpoint exactly where the rest of the locations were. This is what Buggleskelly looked like then, and this is what it looks like now, from exactly the same angle.
This is standing right in the middle of the railway line, and Buggleskelly Station was there. And right in the middle is a tennis court right now. Because Buggleskelly effectively stands on private property, it's now all been